Element 4. Health and Safety Monitoring and Measuring. Let's look into the learning outcomes for health and safety monitoring and measuring. Following are the topics that we will look in this element. Understand the difference between active and reactive monitoring and the purpose of active and reactive monitoring methods. We will also look into the purpose, procedures for investigating incidents, and requirements for recording and reporting accidents at the workplace. The other two parts are about the purpose and procedure for health and safety auditing, and the purpose and procedures of regular review of health and safety performance. Element 4.1. Active and reactive monitoring. The concept of monitoring within safety and risk management can be categorized into two primary approaches: active and reactive monitoring. In active monitoring, a proactive stance is adopted, with continuous efforts to assess and prevent potential issues. This is achieved through regular examination and validation of control measures, to ensure their correctness and effectiveness in real time. On the other hand, the reactive monitoring phase involves responding after issues have already occurred. It relies on accident, incident, and health-related data to identify areas of concern, primarily focusing on measuring failures. While this method provides valuable insights, it is most effective when complemented by some form of active monitoring, to proactively prevent issues before they occur, creating a comprehensive approach to safety and risk management. Monitoring methods, both active and reactive, are integral components of safety and risk management. The question of why do we monitor can be addressed with several compelling reasons. First and foremost, monitoring serves as a tool to measure the performance of a system, shedding light on its strengths and weaknesses. It also allows for the assessment of control measures, determining their effectiveness and utilization in mitigating risks. Additionally, monitoring facilitates data-driven decision-making, providing the insights needed to select appropriate remedial actions when issues arise. It plays a role in establishing priorities and realistic timelines for addressing safety concerns, fostering a systematic approach to problem solving. Furthermore, monitoring ensures compliance with legal requirements, aligning operations with regulatory standards. Lastly, it yields valuable information that can be shared with stakeholders, including boards and committees, promoting transparency and accountability in safety and risk management efforts. These collective motivations underscore the vital importance of monitoring in maintaining a safe, compliant, and well-informed environment, supporting the overarching goals of risk mitigation and organizational well-being. Active monitoring methods involve ongoing and systematic assessments of health and safety performance, with one common approach being systematic inspections. This method entails a thorough examination of various aspects, often categorized into the 4 Ps: plant, premises, people, and procedures. By systematically inspecting these elements, organizations can identify potential hazards, assess compliance with safety protocols, and proactively address any issues to maintain a safe working environment. Safety inspections play a crucial role in maintaining a safe working environment, and they come in various types, tailored to specific purposes. A general workplace inspection involves routine assessment of overall safety conditions, such as a quarterly housekeeping inspection in an office. On the other hand, statutory inspections are mandated by regulations and are more specific, such as the annual thorough examination of lifting equipment. These inspections ensure compliance with legal requirements, identify potential hazards, and contribute to the ongoing improvement of health and safety standards within the workplace. The frequency and effectiveness of safety inspections are contingent on various factors, including the purpose of the inspection, the level of risk involved, legal requirements, manufacturers' recommendations, the presence of vulnerable workers, and the accident history of the workplace. Competent inspectors play a pivotal role in ensuring the success of these inspections. They should possess comprehensive knowledge of workplace inspections, hazards associated with specific processes or activities, and the controls in place to mitigate risks. Additionally, inspectors need hands-on experience in the processes or areas they are inspecting, along with training in inspection techniques. Excellent communication and writing skills are also essential for conveying findings and recommendations accurately, contributing to the overall improvement of health and safety in the workplace. While safety inspections are valuable tools for assessing workplace conditions, it's crucial to recognize their limitations. Inspections offer only a snapshot in time, capturing the state of the workplace during the assessment, but not necessarily reflecting its dynamic nature. Some hazards may be concealed or not immediately visible, and certain risks might not manifest during the inspection, but emerge later in the operational process. Additionally, if employees are aware of ongoing inspections, they may alter their behavior, potentially masking unsafe practices that would otherwise be observed in a more natural work setting. Understanding these limitations emphasizes the need for a holistic approach to health and safety management, incorporating various monitoring methods and ongoing risk assessments. Before conducting an inspection, several factors merit careful consideration to ensure its effectiveness. First and foremost is the composition of the inspection team, ensuring it comprises individuals with relevant expertise and perspectives. Establishing a clear reason for the inspection helps guide the focus and objectives. The use of pertinent documents and data, such as incident reports or historical records, enhances the thoroughness of the examination. Careful scheduling is vital, taking into account operational needs and minimizing disruption. Determining follow-up actions in advance ensures that identified issues are promptly addressed. Deciding on the frequency of inspections is crucial, balancing the need for regular monitoring with operational demands. Allocation of responsibilities defines each team member's role during the inspection, fostering efficiency. Ensuring the competence and objectivity of the inspector or team adds credibility to the process, promoting a comprehensive and impartial evaluation of health and safety conditions. By addressing these considerations proactively, organizations can conduct inspections that contribute meaningfully to a robust health and safety management system. In order to comprehensively assess health and safety within a workplace, an inspection checklist is employed, serving as a structured tool to evaluate various crucial aspects. The checklist encompasses an array of topics, systematically looking into critical areas to ensure a thorough examination. Starting with housekeeping, the inspection evaluates the cleanliness and orderliness of work areas, coupled with proper waste disposal practices. Moving on to electrical safety, the condition of equipment and wiring, along with the implementation of preventive measures against electrical hazards, is scrutinized. Personal protective equipment, PPE, is assessed for availability and proper usage, while hazardous substances undergo inspection regarding storage, labeling, and employee training. Manual handling tasks are evaluated for potential risks, and measures to reduce hazards are examined. Traffic routes are scrutinized for safety, with attention to signage and markings. The condition and maintenance of machinery, coupled with safety measures during operation, form another critical checkpoint. Emergency equipment accessibility and condition, along with employee awareness of emergency procedures, are also covered. Lastly, welfare facilities, including restrooms and break areas, are assessed for availability and cleanliness. Now let's have a quick look into the strengths and weakness of an inspection checklist. The strengths of utilizing an inspection checklist are multifaceted, enhancing the efficacy of health and safety assessments. Firstly, it facilitates prior preparation and planning, allowing inspectors to systematically organize their evaluation process. This proactive approach ensures that no crucial aspect is overlooked during the inspection, contributing to a comprehensive assessment. Secondly, the checklist enforces a consistent approach across different inspections. By providing a standardized framework, it helps maintain uniformity in the evaluation process, ensuring that each inspection follows the same systematic guidelines. This consistency contributes to the reliability of the assessment outcomes. Lastly, the checklist serves as a valuable form of a written record. Documenting the observations and findings during the inspection creates a tangible and organized record that can be referenced for future assessments, track improvements, or serve as documentation for regulatory compliance. The strengths of an inspection checklist thus lie in its ability to streamline the inspection process, maintain consistency, and provide a structured record of the assessment. While inspection checklists offer notable advantages, they also come with inherent weaknesses that need consideration. One limitation is that they may inadvertently overlook items that are not explicitly included in the checklist. This can be a significant drawback if emerging hazards or specific risks are not anticipated and listed. Additionally, the effectiveness of checklists relies on their regular review and updating to reflect changes in the workplace environment. If checklists become outdated and fail to evolve with evolving processes or regulations, they can become less relevant and comprehensive over time. Another weakness is the potential for inspections to become routine and lack depth. Relying solely on a checklist may lead to a mechanical approach, with inspectors focusing only on listed items, without engaging in broader discussions or asking follow-up questions. This lack of flexibility can hinder the identification of nuanced or emerging issues that might not be covered explicitly in the checklist. Therefore, while checklists provide structure, their weaknesses lie in the risk of oversight, lack of adaptability, and the potential for inspections to become routine and less insightful. In this video, we will see a simple workplace inspection being carried out.
Lynn, Tom, thanks for joining me today. I appreciate you helping with the quarterly walkthrough. You guys have been trained, right? You have...
Yes, last September we attended.
September?
Yeah, I believe around the 12th or something like that, yeah.
Okay, good.
Regular safety inspections at your workplace are critical to preventing injuries and illnesses. The main purpose of these inspections is to identify hazards by examining conditions or practices in the workplace so needed changes can be made. In this video, we'll follow safety committee members as they conduct an inspection.
Good, good. So you know what we'll be doing. We've had really good inspections recently, so, I don't expect...
When your safety committee members conduct their inspection, it's important they 1. Listen to the concerns of workers and supervisors. Gather input from the people who are directly involved in the work you're inspecting. 2. Learn more about jobs and tasks. Even if you already know a lot about the tasks at your work, it's good to examine the steps being taken by others to complete the job. You may be surprised at what you'll find. 3. Identify existing and potential hazards. Don't stop at the ones that you see. Go deeper and find hazards that haven't yet come to the surface. 4. Determine the underlying causes of those hazards. Find out what's causing them. 5. Monitor hazard controls that are already in place. This includes personal protective equipment, engineering controls, policies, and procedures. And finally, recommend corrective action. Your effort does nothing to stop injuries if the hazards aren't fixed. Make recommendations and follow through to ensure they are corrected. To demonstrate these concepts, let's watch safety committee members as they conduct an inspection.
Okay, all right. Well, good. I think we are ready to begin, all right?
Okay.
All right. All right.
A good practice is to begin by walking through aisles, looking for out-of-place items and trip hazards. Make sure exits aren't blocked and clear signage is in place. In this case, the exit sign isn't turning on when tested. The members of the group will then document this as part of their inspection. Investigating electrical hazards are always a priority in a safety inspection like this, and this includes ensuring that outlets are working properly. It looks like this one has reversed polarity, which creates a possible shock hazard. It's something that can't be repaired immediately, so the documentation will note that it must be followed up on. Another important point is to inspect fire extinguishers. Confirm the extinguisher is visible, unobstructed, and in its assigned location. It's on the floor, so it must be placed in the correct location. This is an example of a hazard that can be fixed immediately. Verify the locking pin is intact and the tamper seal is unbroken. Confirm the pressure gauge or indicator is in the operable range or position and lift the extinguisher to ensure it's still full. Examine the extinguisher for obvious physical damage, corrosion, leakage, or a clogged nozzle. Make sure the operating instructions on the nameplate are readable and facing outward. Check the last professional service date on the tag to make sure the manufacturer recommendations are being followed for routine inspections. Since this company has forklifts in their operation, it's necessary to check with drivers and ensure that operating procedures are being followed correctly. One of the things our team will be reviewing is the operator checklist. A few things to check are brakes, steering, seatbelts, lights, and engine maintenance. A vehicle walk-around should be done, which is a visual examination of tires and wheels, hydraulics, data plate, and general overall condition of the vehicle. There's a lot to cover when it comes to forklifts, so we're not going to go into all those details in this video, but the Oregon OSHA website topic page for powered industrial trucks has additional information. There's a link in the description below. If machinery is part of your workplace, it should be included in your safety inspection. You'll want to make sure that all the proper machine guarding is in place and that it's in good condition. You'll want to talk with the operator to find out if lockout procedures are being followed when the guards are temporarily removed to conduct maintenance. Make sure proper signage is being used to communicate hazards to employees. In this case, it's about communicating electrical hazards. You may want to consult the manufacturer's manual to make sure the machine is being used correctly and maintained by the employees. Another important aspect is verifying that employees working with the machine are properly trained in its usage and wearing the appropriate personal protective equipment. Next to this machine, there's a shadow board, so it's a good practice to make sure the tools are in good condition and in the correct place. The inventory list will have an up-to-date listing of the tools on the board to make sure nothing is missing or incorrectly placed. Certain industries are required by Oregon OSHA to have eye wash station equipment. Here, our team is inspecting one of their eye wash stations. This is a plumbed eye wash station, so they're checking to ensure it's properly capped, the water flows clear, and it's running hands-free. If you have a portable eye wash station, you'll want to check a few different things, like verifying the fluid is changed on schedule.
All right, we did it.
Yes.
Tired. That'll wear you out, won't it? Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Good inspection. I just thought we'd do a quick debriefing and let you get out of here. I made some notes, and then you can fill in anything that I might have missed.
After you've finished your inspection, discuss the problems, hazards, or accidents that could generate from the team's findings. Prioritize which ones are most important to repair first and develop a clear plan of action. In this example, we have several topics the group needs to address.
Okay. That emergency light and exit sign at the door was not working, and I'll write a work order on that. And so we'll get someone to fix that. It's probably a battery.
When writing your inspection report, state exactly what was found and accurately identify its location. The more detailed you are, the more effective it will be. It can be beneficial to assign a priority level to the hazards to indicate the urgency of the corrective action that's required. An example of this would be using a system like this. So A is major, B serious, and C would be minor. When you assign priorities to hazards, it helps management to identify them and evaluate them to reach decisions faster. After listing each hazard, specify how to fix them and create deadlines if possible. Each inspection member should review the report for accuracy, clarity, and thoroughness. As well as addressing the current hazards, remember to review and monitor the progress of previous recommendations.
Good, and we got that put back in place, so we'll just do a memo to management about, keeping an eye on that, be sure that fire extinguishers.
Workplace safety is a continual improvement process that requires commitment to the well-being of employees.
A well-crafted inspection report comprises several key components aimed at effectively communicating information and recommendations. The primary aim of the report is to present findings persuasively. To achieve this, the structure is crucial, typically including an executive summary, introduction, main body, recommendations, and conclusions. The presentation of arguments within the report should cover moral, legal, and economic aspects, along with a clear action plan for improvement. The style of writing should be formal, devoid of jargon or slang, and focused on presenting facts persuasively. Personalization should be avoided to maintain objectivity. Additionally, the report benefits from the inclusion of data, presented in formats such as tables and graphs, to enhance clarity and support the arguments made. Overall, a comprehensive inspection report integrates these elements to deliver a compelling and informative document that facilitates understanding, decision-making, and action. The next method of active monitoring technique is safety sampling. Safety sampling is a monitoring technique designed to assess compliance with specific workplace standards by examining a representative sample rather than reviewing all records comprehensively. This method offers a more targeted and efficient means of gathering evidence regarding adherence to standards. By randomly checking a subset of activities or conditions, such as the use of hearing protection in a given period, safety sampling allows for a thorough, yet less time-consuming and burdensome evaluation. This approach helps organizations obtain meaningful insights into their safety practices without the need for exhaustive, resource-intensive assessments. Safety survey. A safety survey involves a comprehensive examination focused on a specific issue or topic within a workplace. For instance, it could entail a thorough analysis of the emergency lighting provisions within a building. This method aims to provide detailed insights into the strengths and weaknesses associated with the chosen aspect. The survey results in in-depth reports that offer a nuanced understanding of the specific safety components under scrutiny, enabling organizations to make informed decisions and improvements in targeted areas. The next active monitoring technique is the safety tour. A safety tour involves an unscheduled inspection of a workplace conducted by a group comprising of managers from the area being inspected, senior supervisors, safety committee members, and safety specialists. This approach demonstrates the commitment of management to safety and promotes direct contact between executives and workers. The purpose of safety tours is to actively engage leadership in observing and understanding the safety conditions on the ground. By fostering direct interaction between management and the workforce, safety tours contribute to the development of a positive safety culture within the organization. Reactive monitoring methods involve a range of measures for monitoring by reviewing data related to various aspects, such as enforcement actions, examining actions taken to enforce safety regulations and standards, injuries or ill health, analyzing data on workplace injuries, illnesses, sickness, and absence, worker complaints, reviewing complaints lodged by workers regarding safety concerns, damage to property, goods, or equipment, assessing incidents involving damage to assets, dangerous occurrences, examining and learning from potentially serious incidents, near misses, investigating incidents where harm was narrowly avoided. These reactive measures provide valuable insights into the effectiveness of existing safety measures and help identify areas for improvement in the health and safety management system. Accident statistics serve as a crucial tool in health and safety management by indicating trends, spotlighting problematic departments and activities, and bringing attention to specific accident incidences. However, these statistics have their limitations. Incidents may go unreported, leading to underrepresentation in the data. Moreover, relying solely on injury rates may not accurately assess the potential severity of an event. There is a risk of complacency setting in when injury rates are low, as the focus may shift away from identifying and addressing the root causes of incidents. It's essential to recognize that injury statistics reflect outcomes rather than underlying causes, highlighting the need for a comprehensive approach to health and safety management. Reactive monitoring is a process that involves responding to accidents or incidents that have occurred in the workplace. This includes conducting thorough investigations into the circumstances surrounding the accident or incident. The process also entails creating and compiling data statistics related to the event, which contributes to a broader understanding of trends and areas of concern. Furthermore, the identification of both immediate and underlying causes is a critical aspect of reactive monitoring. This information is then used to prepare a comprehensive report outlining the factors contributing to the incident and proposing corrective measures to prevent similar occurrences in the future. Reactive monitoring serves as a valuable tool in learning from past events to enhance safety and mitigate risks.